Hunting the Hunters has been brought to you by Olympic Arms, meeting the demands of the 21st century.
M2D Camo is a new camouflage pattern that mimics field grass. It grows in almost every terrain. The coloration and pattern imitates natural brush and grass, which makes it a great camo for ground level hunting. Designed for maximum concealment, M2D Camo actually changes color in different terrain, whether you're in a spruce forest or in a field. It really adapts to different surroundings and adapts to different light. M2D Camo is made to deceive.
For more information, go to m2dcamo.com.
Max Custom Predator Calls. Each call is a unique work of art that will call in predators. Max calls are made from deer antler, rifle brass, grapevine, and exotic woods, and it's the real call of the wild.
It is a cover, not a case.
Also, like Brian was saying, it's one-piece design, fits many different style guns. Your bolt actions, your automatics, muzzle loaders, single shot, you name it. It fits most guns.
Huh? Ready?
Yep. This is Shatid, by the way.
Well, guys, game track, call, brought. No.
Good dog.
Well, guys, game track's call brought this coyote right in Prowler's lap.
Yeah, that ain't no lie.
But he couldn't shoot because of the cows. I couldn't shoot because of the cows. Cows can be a advantage. They can be a disadvantage. We've had it happen several times where the cows surrounded us kind of like the Indians in a wagon train, and the coyote, he'll find a place and he'll come through the cows, but we can't shoot.
We've had that happen several times.
We've had it happen several times. But anyway, this coyote, he came in, he was looking for the sound he was hearing, but he was real spooked because of the cows. He saw us, but you didn't know what, but he wasn't but 15 yards from us when he saw us.
Mm-hmm.
But he made a circle out there and he turned around, looked back. Prowler made a good shot on him and got him. We were using a DPMS 223 that morning. Mm-hmm. We were using game track, game call. We were using 55 grain VMAX bullets.
Yep.
And we were dressed in M2D camo.
Just like we got right here.
Like we got, like you got. But anyway, it was a good hunt, and it shows a lot about how a coyote will react in cattle.
Yeah.
You know, they're not scared of cattle, but they don't want to just walk up to a cow because the cow's going to chase them if they got baby calves and stuff like that.
They're going to find a break in there somewhere, and they're going to work their way through.
That's right, and the problem we get into is we can't shoot.
Mm-hmm. Mac fixed up a stand for a puppy dog. Try to elevate him a little bit. Get him? I hope I got it. I don't know.
I got it.
I got him right in here on top of us, but couldn't shoot for the cows.
Yeah.
What you just seen with Bill happens with every hunter. Whether you're shooting a large shotgun, 3.5-inch Magnum, or a large bore rifle at your game, recoil is felt in the shoulder and in the neck. You may not feel it that day because of the adrenaline, but the next morning you're going to feel it. And then when you go to retrieve that game and you're dragging that deer or that hog out of the woods and there's that tension in that low back, pain is going to result, and I can help you with that. Come see me, Dr. Stolba, at Stolba Chiropractic Center, Wake Village, Texas.
Feel like we played Cowboys and Indians this morning.
Yeah.
And cows had the wagon train circled.
We had cows all around us this morning. I mean, everywhere. And ended up with a pretty good cameraman today. He didn't shoot the coyote when he first came in.
It was hard. It was hard not to throw that camera down and grab that shotgun, because I knew the way them cows were that a rifle shot was going to be iffy.
Yeah. Well, Mac, you saw him coming in.
Coyote.
What was the matter with him?
The coyote came in out there about the fence line, and he was spooked from the cows. He didn't want to come through them cows. And he found a break in the cows right at the end of the trees there, about where I picked him up. He was behind the tree from me the whole time there, except for then. And he came in, and he was looking at the decoy and stuff, but like I said, he was still spooked from those cows. And he came up here. Well, then he saw us. He didn't know what we were, but he knew we were something he didn't like.
Mm-hmm.
So he made a circle out there and actually turned around and was coming back when you shot him.
Well, that was the only shot I had, period.
He wasn't 15 steps out there when he made the turn. I mean, to go off the other direction.
And
but he wasn't, like I said, he never knew exactly what we were, because he wouldn't have never turned around and come back if he had have. And
well, today is September the...
I hear something barking off over there. I guess it's dogs.
Well, here lately, every time we do an interview or try to recap what's going on, we have coyotes come in on us.
That's why we're looking so hard.
Well, I got the rifle sitting here and the shotgun sitting there.
It's still good enough hunting time to still kill one.
Yeah. But Mac's off today, and I've got to go to work here in a few minutes. We just run out here to do a quick hunt this morning, and cows was completely surrounded us. And I had one place I could shoot. Mac had one place he could shoot. But he didn't shoot. The coyote came in, like you said, and he didn't like what he saw, so he circled out there, and I had one little opening, and we stopped him and got a good shot on him.
Oh yeah, he dropped.
But
no doubt.
I'll tell you this: the game tracks did its deal today.
Did its deal, and the mojo did it. The problem was the coyote was spooked when he come in. He was spooked from the. He didn't like all them cows. Yeah, coyotes will mingle in the cows, but when there's that many cows around, he was leery of them. He wasn't really scared of them, but he was leery of them, and he wouldn't commit to coming in like he would have had there not been any cows around.
That's the reason he was traveling back and forth out there trying to find an opening.
He was trying to find an because I mean, over here to my left, cows they were solid, and over here to my right, the cows were solid. The only break in the cows, and they were so scattered cows, was right straight the way he came in, because I saw him down here, but I couldn't get on him for the cows and the trees and all that. And I watched him until he got right here, and then I could get on him, and I got him a little bit there, and then I got him, he come straight to me, and I couldn't see him for the trees, and then he broke out here, and he ain't 15 steps from us there when he made the turn, when he saw us and decided we were something he didn't like the looks of, and he turned and went out there where the cows were. And even out there, he wouldn't get close to them cows. He was picking spots and going in between the cows in the biggest places he could find, because a coyote don't want to get close to the cow because they'll get after him. I mean, after you shot that and them cows circled him and went to stomping it and carrying on, you know, smelling of it. And they'll do that to a live one too, and the coyote knows that, so he's going to avoid that if he can at any cost.
Well, that's especially the mama cows. You know, they're bad about protecting.
You got a lot of cows out here. It's got young calves, and they're going to be real protective of them calves. And the coyote knows that, and so he's not going to just run one right by one if he don't have to.
Right. Well, that's the only one we've seen this morning.
Yeah, it was a good morning. The weather, I like it a lot cooler than what it is, but I can live with this.
About 70 degrees now.
Yeah, it was 68 when we left the house there this morning.
Now where we're at, we're located. We just went straight behind Mac's house.
We've hunted on this place several times, and we've killed lots of coyotes out here. We set up a little different this morning than we normally do because we've hunted this so much, and we wanted to change it up a little bit.
Well, I think the setup actually helped us moving back in the trees.
It did. I mean, the reason, you know, we've set up out there a lot, but after about the first 30 minutes there, when the sun pops up, well, you're sitting in the sun, and that's the reason we moved back in here. This place, we can't get ideal conditions on because the sun always comes up
in the east.
In the east, yeah, but where you can't set up on this place and not be facing the sun.
Right.
It just doesn't happen out here. All the houses and all that stuff are to the west of this place, and there's no place to set up.
The camera is pointed almost due west. My shoulder is going almost due north. East, the sun's coming up right behind the left-hand side of the camera over there. So, and it's laid out. It's open this way. This is just a pasture that holds cows, and the pasture's running north and south almost.
Yeah,
perfect. And so we've got to set up with their back this way because of the housing. Because the cows are going to come this most of the time. We're liable to have one pop over the hill here.
Oh, we have had, but you know, we try to set up to get them to come from the east.
Yeah.
And that's just the way we got to, you know, every place you go to, you've got to set up according to the place. You know, everything can't be ideal. And we could go down there and set up on that fence row, but we're crossing an area where we've known to see coyotes come through, and we don't want them to cross our scent trail.
Yeah. Well, let's go out there and get him and see what he looks like.
All right. Sounds good to me. I'm Mac with Hunting and Hunters TV show. I've been buying my trucks from Michael Coleman at Coleman Motors in New Boston, Texas for the last 10 years. If you want a truck, go there and get one. Michael Coleman is there every day. He takes care of business.
A little male dog.
Yeah, there's a high probability that that's the one that got away from me and Turtle the other day.
Yeah.
Being that he's by himself, which I don't know, he looks like an old dog, doesn't he?
Yeah, he's pretty old.
That was a young dog the other day. So he may have just been out prowling around looking for somebody to run with and found us. And we stopped his running because he got a big old head.
Got a big head on him. He definitely does that. In good shape. I thought he was skinny when I shot him.
And you know, the way the cows were, they could have been another one out there, and we just never did see him. There's a high probability that that could have happened. Because we were circled by them cows to where we couldn't see. Yeah, that's a big old dog there.
Yeah.
I mean, his teeth wore down a little.
Yeah, he got some pretty good canine. Yeah, he's starting to show some big wear on those teeth behind the canine. He's a tall dog, I know that. Can you get him off?
Oh yeah, he's a good dog.
Okay. I think I'm gonna have to go home and go to work now.
It's all over but the crying.
I keep hearing a yipping somewhere. I know that, but I'm talking about back over yonder and back over there. Well, on the second hunt, we had the game tracks there, but you were playing with
My mouth call.
Yep.
Yep.
And all of a sudden, just out of nowhere, there he was.
Yeah, we didn't see this coyote come in. That just goes to show too now, Prowler, how we go into a place, we go in there quiet, we try to slip in, we don't want the coyotes to know we're nowhere around. That coyote had to be bedded down right there within 100 yards of us,
At least.
for him to appear that quick.
Yeah.
And then he just appeared.
Yeah.
And we were looking right in that area.
The whole time. Yeah. I was looking at the call, and I looked up, and then all of a sudden Max said, there he is. I looked back, and it's right where I just looked.
You know, he was just standing there, and he turned and kind of started to walk off, and again, you made a good shot on him.
Good job. And there's the decoy. That didn't take long.
Prowler with Mac and Prowler, and today's Predator Moment is brought to you by Olympic Arms, and that's what I'm holding right here. A pink Whitney Wolverine pistol. This is a 22 long rifle. I really do like it. First time I shot it, I killed a skunk with it, so it does work. Now it shoots 22 long rifles, and we are tickled to be able to say that I am the proud owner of this little pistol. I didn't think I would like a pink pistol, but it does kind of stand out, so I made a good purchase. Look down at the bottom of the screen if you want to go look at their Whitney Wolverines or other pistols that they make and rifles. Lots of different rifles. Visit the website. Tell them that you heard about it on Mac and Prowler. You'll be glad you did. I know I am. So, let's go to the Predator Moment, which is brought to you by Olympic Arms. Thank you very much. Well, Trish, there's a lot of accessories that you can get for this pistol. I think I'm fixing to order me some. Something to do with the sights and stuff like that. And I've got a call. You still recording? Oh. Well, anyway, I'm going to try to get some more accessories to go with this pistol. It does kind of stand out just a little. Let's go watch the show.
I'm Mac,
And I'm Prowler.
and we have found a new call come out on the market. Been out about a couple of years now.
Yeah.
It's called a Game Tracks, and it's got 17
Industry first.
industry first. But now, I'm so dumb till I don't know what some of them are. But anyway, they're there if you want to research that out. But what I do know about the call is,
It works.
what I do know about it is it works because, and I think this is why, the sound quality is so much better than the competition and what we have used in the past.
A lot better.
We have called in some coyotes from as far away as half a mile.
Oh, at
That
least.
we saw him come in from that far away.
At least that far.
He came into it. I was a little concerned when we first got it that the sound wasn't loud enough because of what I'd been used to. But it didn't take me long to figure out that it didn't have to be that loud.
Right.
So the loudness was more for me than it was
For the
than it
animals.
was for the coyote. Very first time we ever used this call, we had a bobcat slip up in behind us and wasn't sitting 10 yards from us, which about 40 yards from the call, and we spooked the coyote off before.
Bobcat.
Bobcat. We spooked the bobcat off, and but he was watching this until we went moving around, and we were in a hunting trailer that we got rigged up, and we were moving around a bunch trying to get turned around to where we could get a shot at him or whatever, and we spooked him off. Now later on that evening it got dark and we did kill the cat.
Yeah.
But it was night and he wasn't coming in because we'd done spooked him too bad.
But he didn't go anywhere.
But he didn't go nowhere. He just kept sitting there listening to what he was hearing because he liked it.
Yeah.
And that's the biggest thing.
He probably ran off about, what, 30 yards, 40 yards?
Oh yeah, he wasn't 25, 30 yards behind us because I just walked out of the trailer there a little ways and shot him with a shotgun. So he was that close all time. And we probably watched this cat 30 minutes after it got dark, which we could just see his eyes, you know. And we were wanting to see how he was going to react and what he was going to do. This thing is, this does like this. It's real easy to carry. I carry it in a backpack. It'll just drop right down in the backpack. And then I've got the, I guess we need to bring the remote unit out here. And the main reason is this thing's waterproof.
Yeah.
The old call, I've seen the time when it just sprinkle rain and we'd gather everything up and take off to the house because
We couldn't
you couldn't use it. I mean, if you sat out there in the rain, you were going to run a $500, $600 call.
Yeah.
And so, but this in here, if it goes raining on you, don't worry about it. When you get to the house, wipe it off.
Hunting the Hunters has been brought to you by Olympic Arms, meeting the demands of the 21st century. M2D Camo, Gun Huggy, Dr. Stolba's Chiropractic, Coleman Motors, Game Tracks, EW Calls, and High Score Sleds. Also brought to you by Wildlife Energy Drink. Bill's Custom Turkey Calls. Jim Yunt Success Dynamics. Video Gear Shop. Richardson Hill Funeral Home. Rocky Hills Cabin. Trophy Hunter Products. Kansas Creek Game Birds. Video Perfection Photography. And
Mac and Prowler, hunting the hunter's call, the true call of the wild.
and God, Country, and Gun. Future products you will see on Hunting the Hunters. Primos Double Bull Blinds. Primos Trigger Sticks. Primos Truth Cameras. Primos Hunting Lights. Primos XP Scent Control. Primos Hunting Bags.
We got 2 that day.
Yeah.
And,
Should have got 2.
2.
That's all we saw.
That's all we saw.
But we had fun, and we hope that you enjoyed it. But if you really want to see, we don't have enough time on TV to show you everything that actually goes on, like the calls and the cadence and that kind of thing. Like, I like to videotape him and whenever he's doing his call, because I have learned an awful lot. But if you want to see what actually goes on for all this, visit our website, macandprowler.com. Go there, and we got DVDs, we got training stuff. You can learn how to do this kind of stuff just like he does. Now, I'm still learning, but that's where you need to go.
Come back to see us next week. Mac and Prowler, hunting the hunters.
And we're saving your game one coyote at a time.